Hey guys, Ala Esther Levy here, and today on this video we're going to talk about your level of crazy when it has to do with expectations and entitlements. But first, let me ask you, where are you on your level of crazy today? Is it 1, 2, or 3? Well, in the past, I would say week, I'm at 3, guys. And it took me a few days to calm down and use the EQ tools that I always talk about in order for me to be able to do this video and to actually talk to you about entitlements and expectations. And so today we're going to talk about what they are, why it's not good to have them, and 3, who do they affect, and what's the EQ tool that we can use to move past them. So let's get into it, shall we? And if you stay to the end of the video, I'll let you know where I am. It's a beautiful spot here. Let me give you a quick tour here. Really, really a beautiful place. So if you stay tuned, I'll let you know what it is, okay? So, entitlements and expectations. So let's talk about the first thing here. What are entitlements? I'm sure that you can think about this yourself, but here's how I see it. Entitlements are, I have an entitlement about when I do this, I get this. And the entitlement is that you should behave or give me a certain thing because I did this, okay, for you. All right, and the same thing goes for expectations. I did this, now I expect that. And so let's take a practical example, okay? So let's say you go to the mechanic, or let's say we go to the doctor, or we go get our hair done. Whatever, you pick the scenario, okay? So you go to these people and they do what they do to your car, to your hair, whatever it is. And later on, you realize that you are really just not happy or satisfied with this result that you received from these particular people. And so let's say that you now decide that you're going to call these people in the middle of the night. Let's say it's 12 o'clock, or let's say, I would say, let's just say let's be reasonable. You're calling them at 8 p.m., right? And they did the service for you in the afternoon that same day. You're calling them and they don't answer. You've called them 5, 10 times to their cell phone. They don't answer. So now you're feeling really, really upset. And your expectation is that I call you, you should answer, right? Because you're my mechanic, or you're my hairstylist, or you're my doctor. You should be answering the phone. So that is the expectation that you have. Now, here's the thing. Why should we not have these expectations, guys, or these entitlements? Why? Because I'm sure that if we really think about it, these particular individuals that did these services for us, I'm sure that somewhere there was a conversation, or somewhere there was something in writing that said that they are either entitled to call you when you call them back, or they're supposed to answer the phone the minute you call them at 8 o'clock or 12 o'clock midnight. Or, you get what I'm saying, right? So unless there was a clear-cut expectation set up that you can call them at any hour of the day to report your your dissatisfaction in the job or service that they provided, then we really can't have these expectations or entitlements. We can't. That's in it of itself, you having expectations, okay, of these individuals not fulfilling your expectations. So you see what I'm saying? It becomes very convoluted, and it becomes very unhealthy, and boundaries are getting crossed all over the place. And then 3, who and where does it affect when we have these crazy expectations and entitlements? Well, truthfully speaking, number one, it affects you. It affects me. It affects us, the people that are having these crazy entitlements and expectations. It's getting us all wound up and stressed out and irritated and mad. And you know that saying, when you're drinking the poison and expecting the other person to die, right? It's a horrible saying, but it's true. So the first person it's affecting is us. The second person it's affecting is this other person that we are now imposing these expectations and entitlements on, because I'm sure that these people did the best they could in the moment. They did the best they could to provide you the service that you paid them to do. And perhaps something happened, for you that evening, or, at first you were fine with the service, but then you get home and you notice something else. Okay, so you report it the next day. You call them rationally and you guys have a conversation about it. But to have expectations and entitlements that, oh, okay, I paid you, or I said this, or I said that, or we had this deal, whatever. The point is that creates dysfunction for you, for them, and then all the people that you now are going to run into throughout your day, and not to mention the energy that you are now spewing all over the universe. Okay? And I'm guilty of this too, guys. When I am not in the mood, or when I'm upset, I have the same issue. When I wake up upset and frustrated, everyone in my immediate surrounding feels it, and then the whole universe feels it, because then it just becomes one big bad day. Okay? So that is the three things that happens, and that is the three things that we want to talk about when we're talking about entitlements and expectations. So what is the EQ tool for today? So guys, here's what I do, and here's what I had to do today because I was at level 3. And again, what level are you today with your entitlements and your expectations level of crazy? So the EQ tool for today is go out in nature, right? For me, I use nature. Nature, whether it's around water or just plants and trees, flowers, birds, whatever. I go out into nature. And then I do a little prayer. And the prayer that I use is, please help me restore and reset my energy so that it is in its highest form. Prior to this event that happened, or just to my ultimate highest good, to my highest potential. So reset my energy to the highest potential so that I can continue to serve and be the highest level of the opposite of crazy, the best that I can be, the best version of myself. And then the second tool we want to use is let go. Just let go. When you're out in nature and you see all this beautiful bounty and you see all this amazingness, you can't help but let go, and your energy just gets reset, because nature does that for us. It expands our energy. It makes us you just can't help but reset, okay? It does that for me. I don't know about you guys, but it does that for me. So when you're able to let go and then get back into service, look for ways to serve, whether it's at your work, maybe with a family member, maybe with a stranger, they need a smile, or maybe you can, chat with someone at a local coffee shop, just maybe help brighten up their day, whatever it is. But those are the tools that really help me get recentered and refocused on what's truly important, and not get caught up in these crazy, situations that we find ourselves in. And just remember, it's not easy being a soul down here and living this human experience. It's not easy, and no one has it. I don't think. None of us really have it figured out. I think we're all doing the best we can, and that's all we can really do. Okay? So I hope this helps you reset a little bit. I hope it helps you decrease from 3 down back to 1 and maybe even 0, which none of us have really 0, so you're going to be back to 1. And then I'll catch you on the next video and we could talk about another really great topic that keeps us swirling and turning in this amazing thing we call life. So with that, when you know and understand yourself, the world will know and understand you too. And remember, what's the best that can happen? Okay, guys, take care. Oh, and where are we? We are at Ann Cole Nature Center. That's what it's called. Ann Cole Nature Center here in Hollywood. Really, really beautiful place. All right, guys, have a great one. Mwah.